Hello, my name is Ryan Cluft and I'm with Leading Providers, a service of Goldline Research. We are a leading marketing and information services firm headquartered in Novato, California, which is just north of San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. We created this video to explain who we are and what we do, and to provide a brief overview of the insurance industry marketplace. During this video, I will tell you more about Leading Providers, the services that we offer, and our certification process. Then I will discuss the independent insurance agent and broker industry, including the characteristics that you should be looking for as you consider insurance agents or brokers, and some of the market dynamics and industry benchmarks that we find in the insurance marketplace. As I mentioned earlier, we are a leading marketing and information services firm. Our firm was founded in 2004, and our mission is to empower consumer choice by identifying leading professional services companies. To achieve our mission and to provide value for both consumers and businesses alike, we research and evaluate thousands of service providers each and every year. When we conduct our research, we leverage a multi-step certification process that allows us to better understand what makes service providers stand out within their respective markets. In fact, we've been told countless times by both consumers that use our research and the service providers that we evaluate that our research process is among the most thorough that they've ever seen. Our research enables us to provide unique marketing and information services to consumers and businesses. Those services include online directories, industry-specific selection guides, and a dedicated YouTube channel. Our online directory, which can be found at www.leadingproviders.com, is a consumer-oriented website that includes extensive resources to enable consumers to both research industries and to identify leading local service providers that have passed our certification process. Our industry-specific selection guides are 15 to 20-page guides that consumers use to evaluate the service providers that they're considering. These guides contain key selection criteria and industry terminology to help make the decision-making process easier. They're also customized by each industry. Finally, we created a dedicated YouTube channel where we publish industry overview videos such as this, as well as brief service provider videos. These videos help provide additional insight into leading service providers and give consumers a more intimate understanding of these companies and industries. We are proud of the process that we've developed to evaluate service providers throughout the country. As I mentioned before, we've been told countless times by both consumers and service providers that our process is comprehensive and that it produces high quality and accurate results. Our certification process is tailored to each industry that we evaluate. As a result, we incorporate both quantitative and qualitative criteria in our evaluation process. We know that consumers need to feel comfortable that the insurance broker or agent that they select will not only perform well, but also provide dependable client service when the inevitable issue arises. Our insurance professional certification process incorporates multiple steps, including individual company interviews, public records checks for current insurance licenses and company status, and provider benchmark analyses where we determine how an insurance professional stacks up against his or her peers. An insurance professional who fails any of the aforementioned steps does not receive our certification and is therefore not included in our directory at www.leadingproviders.com. Please note that insurance professionals do not pay a fee to us to go through the certification process, which makes the process objective and independent. So, what is insurance and what are the types of insurance that you might need? Insurance serves as a safety net to cover you in the case of an accident, such as a fire or even theft. You pay the insurance carrier a premium, that is a fee, to cover against such a risk, and in turn, if one of the aforementioned accidents occurs, the insurance carrier pays you a benefit. Insurance carriers generally make more money when the benefits that are paid out are less than the premiums that are paid in. There are literally thousands of different types of insurance, with nearly limitless variations in the levels of coverage that you can obtain. However, the primary insurance types that you'll likely run across are as follows. Life and health. This includes life insurance, health insurance, and even long-term care insurance. In some cases, your employer may provide basic levels of coverage for these types of insurance. Auto and home. This includes auto insurance and home and renters insurance. This helps protect you, your home, or your car against accidents. Commercial insurance. There are a large number of types of policies found here, ranging from business liability to directors and officers policies, among others. Businesses purchase these policies to help reduce their risks when conducting business. And then other types of insurance. This can be any number of other types of insurance, ranging from travel insurance to pet insurance, for example. Purchasing insurance is relatively easy and can be done through a number of different mediums. captive agents, meaning that they only sell policies on behalf of one carrier, independent insurance agents and brokers, meaning that they sell insurance on behalf of many carriers, the internet, although the agent, broker, or company selling the policy must have a valid state license to broker insurance in your particular state, and directly from the insurance carrier. This is more common with policies such as auto insurance and home insurance. This is similar to purchasing from a captive agent, but might typically be done through the internet rather than through an agent. Insurance is a heavily regulated industry. Your insurance agent or broker or carrier must be licensed in your particular state in order to sell insurance in that state. The purpose of an independent insurance broker is to help you research the various types of policies, the levels of coverage, that is, how much risk you might incur and how much coverage you might need, and the prices that you might have to pay for said policies. They function to help you find the best coverage for the lowest price. Remember that insurance agents and brokers are paid on commission. They get paid when they sell a policy to you, so their interests are not always aligned with yours. So, what makes a good insurance professional? The insurance professional that you choose may end up being a partner with you for a long period of time. Here are a few things that we have found in our research. A good insurance professional is a good listener and good communicator. Insurance can be a complex undertaking, and most policies have lots of fine print. Finding a good insurance professional that can help steer you in the right direction by listening to your needs is paramount. A good insurance professional is willing to disclose commissions to you up front. As I mentioned earlier, insurance companies pay agents and brokers a commission to sell their policies. Find out how much your agent or broker is going to make selling you that new policy. A good insurance professional is also ethical. It's easy for your agent or broker to sell you a policy that simply pays him or her the highest commission rather than providing you the best or most comprehensive level of coverage. You need to feel comfortable that your broker is telling you the entire story. And finally, a good insurance professional specializes in and is knowledgeable about the particular type of policy that you are seeking. It's relatively easy to find a generalist insurance agent who sells auto and home policies to cover your car and your house. With a generalist, you want to ensure that he or she can provide you a range of coverage and pricing options. Conversely, if you're a professional singer and you need to cover your voice, for example, that's specialized coverage, and there are very few agents or brokers that can likely help you. And now, on to our research findings. As I mentioned earlier, we undertake a multi-step research process to identify leading insurance professionals based upon a predetermined set of industry-specific criteria. Throughout the U.S., we've identified more than 300,000 independent insurance agents and brokers. Our research indicates that leading insurance professionals meet or exceed most or all of the following benchmarks. They typically have 1,000 active clients. They have a client retention rate of 95% or higher. They have 9 professional staff, and those are typically going to be licensed insurance professionals. And they have a total office size or staff of 15. The client to professional staff ratio is 187 to 1, and the client to staff ratio is 107 to 1. And both of these two metrics are important in helping you measure your access to and ability to communicate with the office staff for the agent or broker that you might be working with. They typically underwrite about $10 million a year in annual premiums. They represent 20 different insurance companies, and they typically have about 20 years of industry experience upon which to draw. Based upon our experience in evaluating insurance professionals over the last 5 years, there are a number of things that you should consider when working with insurance agents or brokers. Do research policy types and pricing on the internet. While there's certainly a lot of misinformation on the internet these days, there's also a tremendous amount of valuable information regarding coverage levels and policy types that may be applicable to you. Do speak with multiple brokers and agents. This will help ensure that you're receiving the best pricing and the most comprehensive level of coverage, since not all brokers have access to the same policies and pricing. And do ask to speak with clients like you to learn about their experiences regarding payment of claims, renewal of policies from year to year, and general customer service. Do not work with agents or brokers that are not licensed to do business in your state. They cannot legally sell your policy to you, and it may not be a valid policy as a result. Unfortunately, you may not find out the policy is invalid until you are seeking payment of your benefit, and by then it's too late. Do not work with agents or brokers that have numerous complaints filed against them with their state insurance regulator or commissioner, as this is a sign of bad business practices. And do not work with firms that will not disclose their compensation commission structure to you, as this means that they're trying to conceal their self-interest from you, which is probably not aligned with your interests. This is not necessarily intended to be an exhaustive list, but it should be considered a good starting point. I want to thank you for taking the time to learn more about leading providers. We're proud of the work that we do to identify outstanding service professionals throughout the United States. If you have any questions or need more information, please visit our website at www.leadingproviders.com or call us at 415-892-9400. A brief disclaimer follows.